Tonight, a train loaded with Iranian crude oil is racing across Central Asia, bound for western China. This is the first official oil shipment on the new China-Iran land corridor, a direct overland route bypassing the world's most dangerous maritime chokepoints. For decades, global energy moved by sea. Now that script is being rewritten on rails. This corridor, part of China's Belt and Road Initiative, connects Iran to China's Xinjiang region, snaking through Turkmenistan and Kazakhstan. It's a bold statement. Beijing and Tehran are building a future where their economic survival isn't dependent on sea lanes controlled by others. For China, the world's largest oil importer, this is a lifeline, an answer to the Malacca dilemma, reducing reliance on the vulnerable Malacca Strait. For Iran, under sanctions and pressure, it's an economic escape hatch, solidifying its partnership with China and reducing dependence on the Persian Gulf. This steel Silk Road is more than a railway. It's a symbol of a growing alliance determined to chart its own course. The first drops of oil arriving in China via this route mark the beginning of a new reality. The rattling of these train wheels echoes a profound shift in global power dynamics. The world's energy map is being redrawn on land. To grasp the importance of this rail line, look at a map. Over 80% of China's oil imports have long passed through the narrow Malacca Strait. This bottleneck is a strategic vulnerability, one that could be sealed off in a conflict, cutting China's energy lifeline. The Malacca dilemma has haunted Beijing's planners for years, especially as tensions rise in the South China Sea. China's leaders have poured billions into overland routes through Pakistan, Myanmar, and now Central Asia, seeking redundancy and security. The old sea route is slow, risky, and exposed to global politics. The new land corridor with Iran is China's answer, a future where its energy security is in its own hands. It's a direct challenge to the old order. The era of maritime dependence is ending. The new route is an iron corridor, stretching thousands of miles across rugged terrain. It starts at Iran's Afrin dry port near Tehran, where oil is loaded onto rail tankers. The trains cross Turkmenistan and Kazakhstan, both key partners in China's Belt and Road Initiative, before entering China's Xinjiang region. Recent agreements and infrastructure upgrades have made this seamless journey possible. In May, a major rail summit in Tehran brought together officials from China, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, and Turkey to harmonize logistics. This corridor bypasses both the Strait of Hormuz and the Malacca Strait, avoiding two of the world's most volatile choke points. For the first time, Middle Eastern oil can reach China without touching the open ocean. This gives China and Iran a strategic advantage, insulating their trade from naval conflicts and geopolitical pressure. It's a new model for energy security. The Iron Corridor is now open for business. The Iron Corridor's biggest advantage: speed. Shipping oil by sea from the Persian Gulf to China takes 30 to 40 days, weeks of uncertainty and risk. By rail, the journey is cut to just 15 days. This means China can respond faster to energy needs, reduce strategic reserves, and streamline its supply chain. The rail route is also more secure. Trains are tracked in real time, and the journey is controlled through partner countries. While rail is more expensive per barrel, the strategic benefits, speed, security, and reliability, make it a smart investment for China. The trade-off is clear: pay more for a faster, safer, and more resilient energy supply. In global logistics, time is money, and this route saves both. The Iron Corridor is redefining what's possible for energy transport. China is betting on land. The timing of this new corridor couldn't be more critical. Recent US strikes on Iran's nuclear facilities raised fears that Tehran might close the Strait of Hormuz, threatening global oil supplies. The world saw how a single choke point could trigger crisis and price spikes. The new land route gives China and Iran a powerful alternative, reducing the impact of such threats. Meanwhile, the South China Sea remains a flashpoint, making the old sea route increasingly risky. The Iron Corridor sidesteps these geopolitical minefields entirely. It's a physical response to instability, a way for China to insulate itself from conflicts it can't control. This is more than logistics. It's about power and independence. China is quietly building a new system, regardless of global pressure. The Strait of Hormuz sees 20 million barrels of oil pass through daily, 1/5 of global consumption. For China, about half its seaborne crude comes from the Persian Gulf, making Hormuz a critical vulnerability. Iran exports nearly 1.8 million barrels a day, mostly to China, making their partnership vital. The new rail route allows this trade to continue even if Hormuz is closed, changing the strategic calculus for all sides. When US-Iran tensions spike, oil prices jump and recession fears rise. The Iron Corridor acts as an insurance policy, providing China with a steady supply even in crisis. While it can't replace all seaborne oil, its existence changes the game. The risk of relying on old sea routes grows daily. The reward of the new land route is security and independence. Even limited volumes by rail give China and Iran more options and leverage. The balance of power is shifting, one trainload at a time. This is more than a new trade route. It's the birth of a new geopolitical axis. The Iron Corridor signals a shift from maritime dominance to land-based power, connecting Eurasia's resources to East Asia's industry. For the US and its allies, it's a strategic challenge. Control of sea lanes is less effective when energy moves by rail. The world is becoming more multipolar, with regional energy blocks rising. Transactions may shift away from the US dollar, challenging the old financial order. As the first trainload of Iranian oil heads to China, it carries the seeds of a new era. New alliances, new routes, and a rebalancing of power are taking shape. The map of global energy is changing, fast, and that future is arriving now.